us about some of the other cool things that I'm seeing on your desk.
What else have I got around here?
Well, tell us more about the Stormtrooper because, yeah, so that one is backlit. What is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, what do you got going on there?
I can take it apart. So it's just like this was a sort of like one day build type quick project
One
for
day?
Valentine's Day.
Dang.
Yeah.
So I'm very impressed by the speed in which you crank out a project. Because like that looks legitimately like way nicer than like one of my one day projects would have looked.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true. This like it's just because it's far enough away from the camera that nobody can tell like what a mess it secretly is. Well, look, I'll show you the wiring now, and it's just like it's there's literally just
All I see are
that
beautiful
Arduino is just
LEDs.
like glued. It was hot glued in there, and it's now like literally not anymore. So it's not too much of a mess in there, but it's if I actually I'm seeing
Ooh,
I can't remember if I've actually got one that turns the
oh,
LEDs off. I
nice.
think yeah, but that was just it was a Valentine's Day project. I realized that the things that I bought for Valentine's Day weren't going to arrive in time, and I was like, I'm gonna have to make something. But like, I can't really take credit completely for the design because it was entirely inspired by this really cool dinosaur like lamp that I saw on Thingiverse.
Mhm.
There was a link to it in the tweet that I did about this. I should have had the link ready because I can't take credit for the idea really. But theirs was kind of like dinosaur shaped and just I thought it was a really neat little idea because it's just a really simple 3D print. Because all you've got to do is kind of extrude the outer edge of the shape that you want the lamp. And then to fuse the LEDs, it's just a like 2 or 3 layer white PLA print.
Okay,
And
cool.
that's
Yeah.
just like a panel that just slots into
Oh, nice. Yeah.
that print like that because there's just like an inch or two between the back panel and the front. That's just enough distance to kind of diffuse the LEDs really nicely.
Nice.
And I hadn't seen kind of 3D prints used for like diffusing LEDs much before. And then I saw them on this dinosaur lamp and I thought, hey, that's such a great idea because that's like the bane of every maker's existence is how do I diffuse my LEDs?
Yes. Yes. It is a challenge.
And that was a really fun strategy,
Yeah.
I thought, to just like use because it's nice because a lot of the makers that I know that I follow, like a lot of them have 3D printers or have access to a 3D printer. That's becoming like a lot easier now. And as the prices are kind of getting lower and there's more information out there, it's way more feasible for people to either own a 3D printer or like have access to one. Whereas like sometimes you see really amazing builds and you want to kind of make one yourself and then you figure out that like you need like a metal mill and a lathe and like all
Yes.
the kind of equipment that you don't quite have room for in like a flat in London. And it's just nice that project is so kind of like self-contained. And if you have a 3D printer or access to a 3D printer and a soldering iron, that's basically all you need to make something like that. And it feels like quite a chunky kind of significant build for just like those more easily accessible tools, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And I was gonna say, I thought, like, just from looking at it, I was like, "Oh, that was probably laser cut," right? Because it looks like
Yeah,
acrylic, and
great.
yeah, so that's really cool that it was 3D printed because I think that, a lot of times, more people have access to 3D printers than laser cutters at their
Definitely.
homes, at least.
Yes, yeah.
So maker spaces, like, will generally have both, but yeah. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. What
Awesome.
else do I have around here?
Yeah.
Because I guess like so I recycle a lot of the parts from like old builds.
Nice.
So many of like the things that I've made, like they are in pieces or have been recycled into kind of other things. But that always means that when I kind of do show and tell, I'm just like I have a pile of wires like this was a robot, which is a lot less impressive than having an actual robot.